Gaslighting, debt, and a secret bank account. The betrayal that broke us. Okay, Reddit. I feel like I'm about to vomit just thinking about it, but I need someone to tell me if I'm the asshole or if he's just a monster. TL doctor, I was gaslit for months, thought I was crazy, until I found a secret joint bank account filled with cash he claimed he didn't have. Now he's accusing me of being irrational and trying to ruin his reputation. Eta. My name is Sarah, I'm 32, and my husband Mark is 34. We've been married for 5 years, have 2 kids, ages 4 and 2, and we were generally happy, though not wealthy. We lived in a small town, and Mark worked as a software developer, but his pay was inconsistent, and we were always managing. I worked part-time as an elementary school teacher, which provided some stability, but wasn't enough to cover everything on my own. Mark always claimed he was trying his best, but things were tight. He was my best friend, the one I trusted with everything. The signs started subtly, then escalated rapidly. About a year ago, Mark started getting defensive about our spending. Little things like canceling subscriptions we never used or questioning if I needed new shoes when ours were fine. Then came the isolation. He complained about my friends being too much and started canceling plans at the last minute. I thought it was just him being stressed from work. But the real red flag came 6 months ago when he started accusing me of gaslighting him. He'd say things like, "You're making me feel crazy," or "You're trying to control me." One day, he came home visibly upset, saying our landlord was trying to scam us. He demanded I pay a security deposit up front for a new tenant, despite us being behind on our own rent. I said no, we couldn't afford it. He accused me of withholding money and being unreasonable. Things spiraled from there. He became paranoid, accusing me of hiding things, lying constantly. He started monitoring my texts and social media, saying he felt unsafe. I felt like I was walking on eggshells, constantly apologizing for nothing. I tried couples counseling once, but he blew up our phone and called me a liar, saying the counselor was on my side. The final straw was last week. We were trying to budget for Christmas presents. I mentioned casually that I was looking at a used car for my brother. Just a thought, nothing concrete. Mark freaked out, saying I was planning to steal something, that I was gold digging. He accused me of secretly spending all our money. I told him I was just thinking about options, and he accused me of being dishonest, of being a narcissist. I finally said, "Mark, I feel like you don't trust me at all. Is there something wrong?" He just stared at me, pale, and said, "Don't gaslight me, Sarah." I decided to dig. I went through our joint bank accounts, the checking and savings. He always paid everything out of his checking account, so I checked that. Empty, aside from a few small bills. Then I checked our savings. Also empty. But I found a separate account, a joint account he opened in my name months ago, which he claimed was for an emergency fund, and it was empty too. Confused, I looked at the transaction history from my personal account, the one he rarely uses directly. I found it. A series of deposits, large cash deposits, averaging around $2,000, $3,000 each time, over the past 6 months. No merchant receipts, just deposits. I called him into the living room, trembling, holding my phone up. "Mark," I said, my voice shaking. "Explain this. These are deposits into my account. Large sums of cash. You said you didn't have any money, but you've been depositing thousands in cash." He looked down at the floor, his face turning red. "Sarah, you're making this up," he stammered. "This isn't real. You're trying to ruin me." He started hyperventilating, grabbing his chest. "Call an ambulance." He gasped. I didn't. I grabbed my phone and called the police, reporting him for suspected fraud and possibly domestic abuse, the fear, the hyperventilating, the general atmosphere of terror. When the police arrived, Mark was calmer but still denying everything. He'd accused me of hacking his account, of being a crazy person. The officer asked him point blank if he had been depositing cash into our accounts. He denied it vehemently, saying I was lying. The officer asked me again, pointing to the transaction history. I showed him. I told him I found the deposits, the lack of receipts, the timing coinciding with his alleged earnings, which were consistently low despite his claims of high-paying projects. His face crumbled. He started crying, saying he was sorry, that he was scared, he needed help. The police report was made, and he was formally notified he was under suspicion for financial fraud related to our household. He hasn't been in the house since. He's been staying with his parents and they're blaming me. He called my phone, my work phone, my home phone, screaming that I was a liar and a gold digger, trying to steal from him. My family blew up my phone with questions, horrified by his accusations against me. I finally told them the truth. The isolation, the gaslighting, the secret deposits. They are now on my side, demanding he move out permanently. I filed for protective orders and am considering legal action for fraud and maybe divorce. My kids are fine, but I'm exhausted. He's still trying to contact them, sending angry texts. I'm living with my parents for now, and I'm starting a new job search, something full-time and out of town if possible. Edit. Up here, 2 months later. I wanted to share some closure. The secret account was indeed funded by him. Cash deposits he made when he got paid from various gigs he never told me about, which were supposedly low-paying. He kept saying he was saving for something specific, but there was nothing. He's been in therapy, mandatory per the judge, for months, still arguing he didn't do anything wrong. I finally got my own job, something stable and paying decently, and moved out permanently. He lost everything, my trust, my family, my home, his job. He was fired after the incident due to his behavior. Justice was served, I suppose, even if it wasn't through the court's direct play. And no contact is finally becoming reality. I'm okay now, focusing on building a life for myself and my kids, independent of him. It was hellish, but I'm healing. Thank you all for the support and advice.